friends? I'm Sam from Sam's Disney Diary, and that is Greg from the Fun Addicts. No, from Fantasyland News. Holy cow, did I have a little flashback there. It is September the 25th, 2024. I got that much right. Greg, Fantasyland News. What is happening tonight, my friend?
Stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse. Make your way over to Bluey's house. Sam, today, my friend, besides Inside Out 2 has come to Disney Plus. I will be doing that all night, man.
Yes, you will.
Just bear with me. Listen, we got a hurricane going on down here. We're going to talk about the tropical storm warnings in Disney World. What's going on? What's been canceled? We'll just make sure everybody knows what's going on. Stay safe. We are not the Weather Channel. Go to National Weather Service for real updates. We are here just to tell you what's going on Disney World. Let's see. We have Space 220. Sam got over there and had some brand new lunch and drink menus.
And I am jealous. I'm telling you right now, I'm jealous.
There is Muppet Magnets. There's Muppet Buttons. There's Jollywood Night character meals. There's Jollywood Night characters. There's Jollywood Night Muppet stuff going on. Universal, I got over there for the parade, the Polynesian Island Tower, and so much more, my friend. Let's do this.
All that and more coming up right after this. Back, Greg. Thanks so much for joining me once again from Central Florida, the heart of everything that's happening. Although today, as you mentioned, we are going to jump right into a few things. And number one is, look, for those of you that are in Florida, that are in Georgia, that are anywhere along the path of this current Hurricane Helen that's headed towards the southeastern United States on September the 25th, stay safe. Make sure you take care of yourself. As Greg said, we're not the weather service. We don't have any details, but we thank all of you for joining, by the way. And what we wanted to do was cover what Disney goes through or some of the official statements that they've given us, because we have hit the website, the official weather update and information from Walt Disney World. There's the link, the URL. If you Google it, you'll find this official stuff. But Greg, I thought this was a good opportunity for us to talk about a couple of things. Number one, are you prepared? Are you ready, my friend?
Of course. You live in Florida long enough, you learn how to prepare. We are right off by Disney World itself. We're just about 6.8 miles away. If it got too bad, of course, we would go straight to Disney World and check in. Hopefully that I'm not kidding. Disney World is one of the safest spots to be. There's a lot that goes on. If there's any issues, they will make sure you're taken care of. They make sure that kids are playing games. They make sure your family is safe. It is one of the safest spots. Where we are, Actually, Sam, we are under tropical storm warnings. We will have
Okay.
winds 35, 40 miles per hour,
Yeah, that's
gusts
great.
up to 55, 60. But listen, where we are not in a flood zone in Davenport. We have never lost power during a hurricane. So fingers crossed, we are in a good spot. So we're safe. We're ready. Look, it's Florida. You just know that this is going to happen. What we're worried about is obviously the panhandle, any friends and family
That's
that are
right.
up there.
Absolutely
So
right. And
what's
hopefully
great
everybody
about
is-
what Disney does is they will keep us updated all day. All you have to do is stop onto their website, which is experience-updates/weather-updates, or just do Disney World weather updates. Search that on Google. And we do have a few things that have already been closed or canceled
for
going into tomorrow.
Everything's
Yeah.
business as usual. In fact, right now, fireworks are happening, everything that you would expect. Hello. And Walt Disney World has indeed issued a statement that tomorrow, Thursday, September the 26th, Typhoon Lagoon and the water parks will both be closed, which sort of makes sense. The one thing that maybe is a bummer if you're there for a trip is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is being canceled for tomorrow night. That's Thursday,
The
September.
big thing about that one, Sam, is yesterday was the final party sold out. So all parties are now sold out. So there's no way for them to transfer your tickets to a new party. They will be sending you a refund. So yeah, I mean, you
Which
may end up
clearly is a
missing out
bummer
on
if
stuff.
it's your vacation and that's the night that you pick to go to the party.
But why would you close Typhoon Lagoon? It literally is named after a storm that happened. I tell you, Sam, we had debates on whether we wanted to go to Typhoon Lagoon or not. And then they were like, it's closed. And we went, all right, fine.
Okay, so let's a couple of more things as well. They announced that miniature golf is also closed, both Fantasia Garden and Winter Summerland. That's
Yeah, you
sort of
ever
makes
try and
sense.
play golf in the middle of a hurricane? It's
Yeah, I don't
not
think that you
fun.
want to do that. That does not make sense. Although pool resort hotels are the pools at the Disney resorts are opened as usual, but this is as of 4 p.m. Eastern time today, so this news is already a few hours old. But be aware of that. We also know, Greg, that over at Animal Kingdom, they canceled some of the tours. So Savor the Savannah, Up Close with Rhinos, Walking with Giants, and the Wild Africa Trek will all be closed tomorrow, September the 26th, because of the storm. I'm sure refunds and reschedules will be taken care of by Disney. We also know that Universal down the street has announced that Volcano Bay, their water park, will also be closed Thursday the 26th.
And speaking of Universal, they're on hold right now for Halloween Horror Nights. They have not officially canceled it. They have released a statement saying, hey, we don't know what's going on. As of right now, it's happening, but stay tuned. Look, this storm is supposed to be fly past us.
It is are Halloween Horror Nights every night? I don't know that we covered that.
No, they are on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Okay, so
Sunday.
it is select nights like the Halloween party. It's not every night.
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
closing the park early for those, right?
5 p.m.
Okay, so yeah, it makes sense. They're closing even earlier than Disney does.
So Mickey's Not So Scary. By the way, the park has announced that it is going to remain open for an extra few hours tomorrow. Normally, it closes at 6 and 7 o'clock starts the party. They have announced that it's going to stay open until 8 p.m. tomorrow night if you are going over to the park.
Okay, so no Mickey's Halloween party, but more hours in Magic Kingdom. That could be good because look, historically, Greg, if it is a Halloween party and people are not attending the Halloween party, the crowds, the Magic Kingdom through the day tend to be light on Halloween party days and Christmas party days for that.
And hurricane days.
Yes, and hurricane days. Absolutely.
So listen, if you're like me, just be safe. That's all I'm saying.
That's exactly
just
it.
be
Now,
safe.
on a good side here, let me add one other thing I wanted to talk about, Greg. It is September the 25th. And since there is a lot of rain coming and some wind coming, hopefully power stays in place. Disney Plus has some pretty cool stuff going on. Check this out.
Coming to Disney Plus on September 25th.
Our little girl's growing up so fast. And things couldn't be better.
It's demo day!
Hello, everybody. We are just super jazzed to be here.
Catch all the feels with the #1 animated movie of all time.
Yes!
It's the must-see family movie of the year.
She's got this. That's the stuff.
Inside Out 2, available September 25th on Disney+.
That would be today, available on Disney+.
Stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse. Make your way over to Bluefi's house.
I thought for sure you were making
scurry like a mouse. Make your way down to Bluefi's house.
Dude, Bluefy is the best character. Sam, I have already watched this at least maybe 1.5 times already today.
On Disney Plus today? That's wonderful.
Disney Plus, man. I've been waiting for Inside Out 2 to come out. First off, Bluefy is my new favorite character. He is the first time Pixar has ever done a 2D character. So he's hand-drawn in there into this world. It's brilliant. And he's played by John Funches, which is one of the funniest comedians I've seen in the past 10 years. It's so good. Inside Out 2 speaks to me and many other people on many levels. It is now officially the highest grossing animated film of all time.
That is awesome and saying a lot. It says a lot, right? Because there have been so many great animations. It's wonderful. I'm happy that's the case.
Look, even John watched it today.
Even John watched.
John, give me your opinion on Bluefy. Stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse. Make your way over to Bluefy's house.
So, when did it drop? Was this like last night at 3 a.m. if you had stayed up?
Ron Funches. I don't know. I think it's got to be 3 o'clock. Ron Funches. I called him John Funches. My bad, John. I actually put out a story today because Sam, I am not kidding. This song has been stuck in my head. I have annoyed my family. I've annoyed my friends. I've annoyed online community with this. I've now annoyed the YouTube community with this. And he liked my stuff. He was like, thank you for putting this up. I was like, thank you, Ron Funches.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway, Inside Out 2 is just, I'm so happy it's on Disney Plus. It's going to be played probably nonstop because just one more time, stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse, make your way over to Bluefy's house.
All right. So what if Bluefy happened to be in space, 220 miles above EPCOT? The race to space, you, my friend, got to ride on one of the elevators that takes you 220 miles up above EPCOT.
The elevator, man.
What's going on at Space 220?
The last time I was at Space 220 was with you, sir.
I was going to say, I remember because I was there and it was fun and not as fun as this looked like it was. But
no, this was a blast. I want to thank Space 220 and Allied Global for inviting Fantasyland News out for our first big Disney World media event. Awesome. So that was really nice of them. But we got to go in there right as it before it opened and kind of walk around. I mean, look, that place is empty right now. The music wasn't playing. It looks, Sam, it's been open exactly 3 years. It's the 3rd anniversary that just passed us.
That's really cool.
It looks and smells like it's brand new still. They really are taking care of that restaurant. It is one of the best restaurants there is. One of the best additions they've ever made was to the menu selection and adding a lounge. So you don't have to buy the whole meal. You can just go into the lounge and order certain menu items. It's a la carte. I love it.
That's the bar top area. And they do have a standby line for that, which tends to get a little long and you have to be there when they get room. It's not like you can join a list and be added, but
it is still one of the hardest reservations to get here at Disney World. The food was excellent as always. They were highlighting a few new menu items. The drinks were excellent. They were highlighting no drinks. They were just giving us drinks. But as you can
talk a little bit about that because that's why you were there. 3 years, by the way, is amazing that it's been there that long.
I know it feels like. So I got to tell you, I wish I had the picture in here. One of my favorite events of all time was the opening where I literally stood next to 2 NASA astronauts.
That's cool.
And Zach Ridley. I was in between those 4 people and was just like, what am I doing here, man? This is crazy.
That is really good.
And I got to hang out and talk with them. Then we got to eat and go in and see the space. The Stellarator takes you 220 miles into space, up to space 220. So you're overlooking the Earth. Yeah. So the new food that they have just added, I wanted to mention that is the Mangala roasted chicken and the Nebula grouper. I really love the grouper. The Nebula, the Mangala roasted chicken was really good. I mean, they just know how to feed you there, and they are constantly updating the menu when they see something that is like, hey, let's see if we can update that. And then the drinks there, that is a mocktail with the glow in the dark or glow cube inside of it. And the other one, Sam, is that Black Space 220 old fashioned.
Yeah, like the black hole fashion, if I remember how it was written on the menu. I did have that one of those. It was intriguing and interesting, to say the least. You got some new desserts there, and also I want you to tell us a little bit about the trading cards. But what are these desserts here first? And by the way, save.
So we have the lunar carrot cake, which is carrot cake, cream cheese, and candied pistachios. It's a
carrot
vegan...
cake's green. See, I did not expect that would be the case.
Oh, so that's the carrot cake is actually on the bottom.
Oh, that's carrot cake's on the bottom?
Yeah, and it's a vegan selection, just so everybody's aware of. What's great about this is the bottom is that beautiful cake,
right?
But on top is this really whipped, light, that cream cheese, carrot flavor was just so delectable. It was honestly, Holly and I were blown away at the taste of that. Then we have the chocolate Sol, SOL, which is the days on that planet or whatever, the Sol, which is chocolate tart, coffee sponge, hazelnut crunch, coffee mousse, and a cherry gel.
It looks amazing. Looks phenomenal. And I do see the comment there that the cheesecake was absolutely delicious. And I see a comment that you can make an ADR for the lounge at Space.
Yeah, and then we had the Capello and then the Bode's swirl and cosmic cheesecake. So there you go.
Say that one more time. But what kind of swirl?
That would be the Bode's, BODE' swirl.
Okay.
Maybe Bodie swirl.
All right, sure.
It's the surfer guy who you see surfing on the planet that just like, dude, come get Bodie swirl, man.
Hey, that's cool. Is that true, or you just make that up on the phone?
No, I'm making that. I'm completely making that up.
No, I like it though. Let's go with it. I like it. Let's go with it.
Trading cards.
All right, let's talk about those for a second.
All right. So we got the opportunity to talk to Space 220 about their trading cards. They have released 2 series of trading cards since they opened. One was the Uranus selection, and the other one was Neptune selection, right?
Okay.
If you didn't get down there to complete your whole collection, they have done a reissue collection, which is what this is. It is cards from the first set and the second set all mixed in together. Now,
I see that. The sets across the top. Okay.
Yes. So here's the trick about that, Sam. If you had got any of the lucky white cards in the first or second series,
I did not.
You will not be getting them in the reissue set. They have not reissued those special limited edition cards. They only reissued the base cards, and they're great. Off to the left-hand side, you'll see the Mission Nutrition card. I'm going to give, if you guys want to, I'll give you a hint. If you ask for the chef to come to your table, or you have dietary restrictions and need to tell the chef or the waitstaff anything, you can receive one of those cards. That card is only 100% only available from the head chef on duty that day. And they will come to your table, and if you ask for that card, you can receive that card. Now, it is a hollow foil card. So if you're like a Pokemon card collector, it's a hollow, it's a rare, only certain way to get that.
That's awesome. I had no idea. Cheesecake once. I do ditto that statement, by the way. Cheesecake once. Super cool, Greg. Love that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of these other desserts that you tried.
Yeah.
So I think you may have described these, but what is this one here, which looks like some kind of rolled cake with some planetary thing on top? What is this?
I do believe that is the no, that's the maybe that's the Bodhi swirl, the lemon chiffon berry compote marshmallow meringue.
It looks like a marshmallow ring on top. Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
And
And
now
then
the one dessert here that I just look at this. I would go to Space 220 just to get this, because to me, the look of this planetary dessert offering, the look is phenomenal. Kudos to the chefs, man. This is something you would expect to get in a space restaurant.
yeah, it's beautiful. And if you put it up next to the Space 220 logo, they match almost perfectly. It's amazing.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Here. Oh, look, I'm gonna throw one of my compadres under the bus for a second. We sat at a table that was all MEI travel, Mouse Fan Travel partners. And one of the partners is Mouse Steps, is Jeff and Denise from mousesteps.com.
Absolutely. Sure.
Jeff had the wonderful idea of, hey, everybody record this. I will cut it open for you. I thought my friend was just going to tap the top and it was going to crumble apart and you were going to be able to see the inside, or he was going to cut it down the middle and do this nice spread of like, here's a big reveal.
That's where my mind would have gone, of course.
My man just started stabbing it like it owed him money. He was just like, and I was like,
so you don't have a picture of this after it was stabbed. And by the way, it does look like something that we would have the Starliner logo per the comments here.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it does taste. It tastes as good as it looks. It really
that's what
is.
I was hoping you would say.
Wonderful. It is one of the best desserts that they have there. Look, you're paying a little bit of a premium to eat at Space 220. I do believe it's $77 or $79 per person, and the dessert is included. You do get one of the desserts. You get to pick and choose, but their desserts are done by, and I'm very happy to say I got to interview Michael, who is the head pastry chef for
very cool.
The Patina restaurant groups, and he's phenomenal, and how he comes up with some of these desserts is tremendous. So yeah, hats off to them. It's just amazing.
That's super cool. All right, still at EPCOT and not far from Space 220, Muppets Mobile Lab, or not Muppets Mobile Lab, the Brewing Lab featuring the Muppets premiered some official taste tester buttons and stickers. And tell me what is up here. And wow, this is cool.
Ephemeral stuff, Sam. It's just ephemeral stuff. You like collecting, like, here's a sticker, here's a card that they used to hand out someplace. So over at Brewing at the Odyssey Pavilion, they had for the first day a backdrop, a photo op that was featured Beaker and Bunsen. It was the Muppet Labs, truly was. That got damaged. It has not made its way back, and we don't know if it's going to come back for Epcot Food and Wine now. It has been many weeks, and it has not returned. So instead, Disney has decided that if you look towards where the photo op used to be, there will be a cast member standing in the back. And if you walk up to them and ask them, they will give you all the pins in the collection, which is 4 of them, and the 2 stickers that are part of the collection.
That's cool.
All you got to do is ask.
Delicious pickle milkshake. Love it. Beaker and honeydew. You cannot beat that. The unnecessarily hot yet extremely whatever, they're way too hot. But this is a cool addition. I absolutely love this.
We're Muppet fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love Muppet stuff, and we love that they have this for people, and it's great. Like, and they do carry a lot of it. It's still around today. It may be around for the rest of the festival. We don't know. We'll keep an eye out on it. But it's just one of those cool things. Just go over there to Brewing, find the cast member who's in the back underneath the video screen, and then just ask them. I love that it's like official taste tester, and it's the delicious pickle milkshake. You obviously have Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, and his assistant Beaker, and then of course the Muppet Labs. And by the way, the Muppets are celebrating their 70th anniversary. And Sam, I'm going to bring this up for 1 second. Yesterday was Jim Henson's birthday.
That is phenomenal, which means it was also the anniversary of the opening of Muppet Vision 3D. I don't know how many years, but yes.
Which was even better because the Muppets, Sesame Street, and Jim Henson Company put up a reel all together.
Oh,
And what you see is you originally just see Kermit, and Kermit's just living his Kermit lifestyle, just humming along.
sure.
And out pops of a trash can Gobo Fraggle, of all people.
Wow.
And then Gobo and Kermit have a conversation about how this day is a day for the future and to envision and happiness. And then at the end, out of the trash can comes Oscar the Grouch. So you have Jim Henson, Sesame Street, and the Muppets all back together again. And
That's
at the
great.
end, you see Oscar the Grouch pull out a bouquet of trash and lay it on a bench. And it's just one of the most emotional, heartfelt,
That's awesome.
wonderful things. And as Muppet fans, I wanted to point that out because
I
mean,
am going to look it up. I'm going to assume it's on their Instagram feed. And
it is
take a look
absolutely,
right there.
and it's brilliant. It's well done. And I follow the Muppets because what we're going to go to next.
Yes, which
I
it is
do believe.
and I thought that's where you were going. It's the 5th week of the Muppets 70th anniversary magnets at Walt Disney World. And number 5 is out.
Number 5 is out, and it is the Kuzbanian Mama. Do you know
the
who the
babies, the
Kuzbanians
mama.
are?
Not the kids. So the babies are in the museum someplace, but the mama. This is cool. It makes me wonder if the babies are going to come later. So we're up to 5.
I don't think the baby. Oh well, I think the dad will come later. So, one of the funniest skits I've ever seen on TV was what's called the Kuzbanian mating ritual.
Yes.
That happened in season 1 of the Muppets.
Way back. Yeah, that was
There is the mother, but in the skit, as an adult, you're like, "Oh, that's brilliant!" And a few seasons later, she has babies after the mating ritual. So this is Jim Henson Company. This is the Muppets and Disney celebrating the Muppets, seeing rare characters like New Zealand and Pops and Baby Skeeter, and now Kuzbanian Mama. It just makes me hopeful that these 70 magnets are special. I have never seen a Kuzbanian Mama on a piece of merchandise in my life.
Nor I.
All of a sudden,
agree.
Disney parks was really cool. We did the math, by the way, Sam. If you have a discount like an annual pass,
Sure.
the final total is $860 for all 70 magnets.
That's with the discount.
With the discount. If you don't have the discount, it's $1,072.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm going to go get Wheat 6 on Friday. Thank God it's spread out over 70 weeks.
It is indeed spread out over 70 weeks.
Brilliant, man. I love this. And it's great because my daughter is a big Muppets fan. I'm a big Muppets fan. So it's something my daughter and I can bond over. And
I love it. It is awesome. So let's talk Muppets over at Jollywood Nights, because I think we got some more information about Jollywood Nights, more information about Glisten, but there's also a special Muppet thing happening there. Is that right?
Stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse. Make your way down to Bluey's house.
Why, yes.
We need a video clip to go with that.
We do. I will make one for next week. So Sam, I told my wife beforehand, I was like, I wonder how many times I could do that on the air tonight.
Yeah.
So we're at like 5. We're at 5.
So is there an over and under? No, never mind.
No, there was.
No, there is.
You don't want to be part of this, Sam. Come on, you know this.
don't.
Where do you want to start? You want to start talking about Muppets over there? Let's start.
Yeah, some Muppets over at Jollywood Nights, and then we'll get into some of the food that they announced, because very quickly, Greg, I'm realizing that Jollywood Nights is a food festival more than anything. It's amazing the things they have over there. We'll get to that in a minute. But tell me about the Muppets.
I agree with you. It is a character interaction. It is a show night. It is beautiful. I'm so happy. I mean, look, you get to see 4 major productions they're doing. You get Jazzy Holidays, you get the Tip Top Club. But over at Stage 1, we have found out that they will now be doing what they're saying is Instagram-worthy tribute to Muppets Christmas Carol.
So this Stage 1 is the Muppets
Courtyard.
Right, which is right outside of the exit to Muppet Vision, with the 2 big Kermit statues on the outside of it. That place is finally going to open again. We'll get to see if the Electric Mayhem's in there or not. But either way, there's going to be some props potentially, or nods, or call outs, or shout outs to Muppets Christmas Carol. I think that's great.
Sam, I'm going to Imagineer with you for 1 second.
Sure.
How smart would it have been for them to put Rolf playing the piano in Jazzy Holidays?
Phenomenal is what it would have been. That would have been great.
I'm just saying, make the whole night about the Muppets and we're done.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so that was announced. They did do some changes to character meet and greets. We talked about the characters a few weeks ago, but what they've done is they've added better wording, right? So they're now doing and or, right? Baloo or King Louie will be there. Jose or Panchito. Bo Peep or Lotso. They've added the Mandalorian. Will be out at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
That's cool. That's a big addition, dude.
It's a big addition. They've added Joy from Inside Out.
Where is Joy going to be?
Yeah, which is another big addition because now they're saying that there's going to be a party over in Pixar Place.
Wonderful. All right, so she's going to be down to Pixar.
What did you say?
I'm really intrigued by this Mandalorian, Greg. I want to go back to that for a second because when we were at Jollywood Nights last year, Galaxy's Edge was empty. There was nothing back there, no reason to go back there. They had a photo op, which I don't think was drawing people in. Everyone was at the entertainment or on Sunset Boulevard or Hollywood Boulevard. Very few people, even in Toy Story Land. So that should get some people back there.
That should get more people back there and spread it out because we still know that Phineas and Ferb, Max Goof from Powerline, the Rescue Rangers, Santa Stitch are all going to be at Echo Lake. We know Santa Duffy is going to be at Santa's Workshop, which is over by the Muppets. And then we know
what used to be the Christmas store, if I remember correctly. We saw him last year.
Right, and we will see him again this year. Edna Mode and Frozone are going to be at Pixar Plaza, along with Donald, Daisy, Goofy, or Pluto.
Okay.
And then we've got Glisten. We have the nighttime shows. We have the photo pass. We have the merchandise. We have Ollie everywhere. Disney Holidays in Hollywood. What's this? Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. Then, of course, we have Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, which will be showing at 10 p.m. So do yourselves a favor. Go to Sam's Disney Diary. Go to Fantasyland News. Find the schedule for all this. I know I did a big article. Plan your evening on which shows you want to get to because now there's almost too much to do in one night. And you got to be picky and choosy on certain characters versus shows. And remember, Glisten, the all-new skating spectacular, is going to be happening on the hour right out in front of the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad.
I am so intrigued by that to see how long it's going to be, how it works out. I think that'll be great.
I like that it's also they're doing it. That's why they moved Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam up to 10 so that they could finish out doing 2 more shows after that there.
Yeah, that is great. That is absolutely great. Now, we also know that there's a whole bunch of food coming. And my goodness, some of this stuff looks absolutely phenomenal. I know you and I thought about it last year, especially this holiday turkey popover. But there was just
did not get one. And I was angry. I did not get one.
Because of the line. Roasted turkey, creamed mashed potatoes, topped with gravy and cranberry chunks and a house-made popover. It looks really, really good. The first day when we were there, it was a little crowded. I think they worked it out later in the festival, but definitely something I want to see. And notice that
later in the festival, it wasn't in the popover form anymore. It was kind of just on a plate. So that's why I want to get there for the first night and try and get that.
Well, and I love this because there's a holiday turkey popover, and then the next one is just the sides popover, which is macaroni and cheese, collard greens, cornbread crumbs in the same house-made popover. So it's like you got your Thanksgiving main dish, and then you got just the sides. And
so could you take them and put them together and make a gourd out of it?
You could probably just flip one on top of the other and smash that together and go for it.
That looks good. I'm telling you, this is what I want. There's a few drinks that I looked at and was like,
well, hold on.
man,
I'm going to keep going right here because a peanut butter and jelly donut, half glazed with creamy peanut butter, grape jelly, dipped in dark chocolate, served with house-made salt and vinegar chips. Oh,
wow. Where is that?
And next to that, dude, Kermit's frozen banana shake.
Yes.
This stuff just gets better, doesn't it?
I want a banana. I want a dirty banana.
All right. So you talk about food. Now there are also some drinks. Let's take a look at some of those. This is from the Tip Top Club. This is the 1939 Royale and the Top Floor Daiquiri and the sparkling pomegranate apple cider.
They all look excellent.
The Top Floor Daiquiri is Parrot Bay coconut rum with lime juice and a splash of shimmer. I don't know exactly what shimmer is, but it must be whatever.
I am not drinking after the iridescence of the Disney 50. I do not eat shimmering or iridescent or glitter in my food ever again.
Well, that's exactly what it looks like. If you look at that center image, like it almost looks like that planet that we saw from Space 220, where you kind of stir it around and it keeps moving. Looks like the galaxy spinning around there.
I'm good. It looks wonderful. Be great Instagram worthy. I will not drink that.
Back to the 1939 Royale. That is a Blanco tequila with orange liqueur, dessert pear, agua nectar, and lime juice.
Agave nectar.
Agave nectar. That's what I meant to say. All right, moving on. Brown Derby, dude.
Yeah. The bao buns are new. They were served last year. I thought they were good. We ate there. And we got one of everything.
Jazzy Holiday Slider, the bison pork with onion jam.
I can't wait for that one this year.
Yeah, that was good. Pork belly, the pork belly bio. That's what you talked about, the Korean barbecue. Look at these. I mean, these things look phenomenal. Head to Epic Eats, spicy Korean chicken funnel cake.
Speaking real quick, I'm going to interrupt you. Over at Jazzy Holiday at the Brown Derby for that menu, the drinks and the menu we just showed. Reservations are now open. So if you go over to reservations, Holly and I on if we're not invited and we just have to go over, we have a reservation at 11:45 p.m. We got the last table and the last seating because by then we should be done all the shows.
Dude, you've done all the shows. You've seen Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam at this point. You've probably walked back, seen The Mandalorian, maybe did Rise of Resistance, and then nice.
And so at 11:45 and about 45 minutes before the show closes, we will be sitting at the Brown Derby, enjoying a jazz piano and having a bao bun.
So that ends at midnight, right?
No, 12:30.
Oh, then you'll be good because I was going to ask you if the piano player would be finishing at midnight and you'd be in there, but you got till 12:30. You're good.
Yeah, so the last reservation you can get is 11:45 p.m. during any of the Jollywood party nights. So
that's perfect. All right, Epic Eats, which by the way, Epic Eats, it sounds like a Food and Wine Festival kiosk, but it's a kiosk that they got here at Jollywood Nights. It's great.
Yeah,
and it's funnel cakes. It's the spicy Korean chicken funnel cake and the s'mores funnel cake.
How awesome is that to have
a giant marshmallow with chocolate and marshmallow sauce? Ooh.
I love that there's a savory funnel cake this year.
Yes.
We don't always need more sugar on top of the sugar.
So spicy
sometimes it's
fried
nice to have the
Korean chicken with the pickled slaw served on a mini funnel cake. Nice.
Yum. Yes, please.
All right, let's head to I think this was I cut off the top of the description, which is the location. But if I remember right, this was Min and Bill's Dockside Diner.
Okay.
And the thing that jumped out to me here was the Christmas tree cookie stack.
They look good.
Vanilla cookie stack filled with pistachio buttercream, cranberry, raspberry jam, covered with sprinkles and a yellow candy star. That looks really good. Looks great.
The poutine does not, but the Christmas tree, yes. I think the Christmas tree is worth it.
The poutine is poutine topped with gravy, brisket, mozzarella curds and chives. That doesn't look too bad.
But it's on potato barrels.
Yeah, you're right. They are potato bites. I just saw that. So
Yeah.
it's not French fries. I get that.
But look, 90% of these are knockout home run looking dishes. We just
Yeah.
got to try them.
Spicy
Some of them
pimento
are returning. A lot of them
kimchi
are new.
A lot of these are new. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's move on. This is from ABC Commissary. Cauliflower taco, a chicken empanada with street corn, a yucca something with pork
I
belly.
love that they're doing a cauliflower taco because that looks really well.
Plant-based and it's new and it looks really good.
Yep. I
Looks
will
like it
be
could be
trying
chicken.
that. Yep.
Looks like it could be chicken. All right. This
Yeah.
last one I really like, dude. The Taco Bout chocolate. I'm sorry. Let me say it again. The Taco Bout a holiday cookie.
Talk about a holiday cookie. I'm with you.
Taco Bout a holiday cookie. Cranberry cheesecake
Choco
filled with
Bout.
chocolate cookies dripped in cranberry white chocolate drizzled with pistachio whipped cream. They're using that pistachio whipped cream in a lot of places.
That's fine.
Gold pillows. Yeah. Ouch. Nice.
That again, like this is holidays to me. This is
It
what I
is
want to see.
Mexican hot
And
chocolate cheesecake. Come on.
yeah, that's and it just. I love when Disney puts out these images because they look so good, and
They do.
90% of the time when you get them, they do look that good.
Yeah.
And so the issue is, how much are you going to eat and spend on all this because all of it looks good?
It does. And it keeps going. Pizza Rizzo, an Italian beef sandwich.
Look at that Pizza Rizzo
Pizza
stepping it
Rizzo
up.
getting in. Yes, Pizza Rizzo getting into the thing here. The meatball and polenta, a giant meatball with marinara and crispy and creamy cheese polenta. Oh, it looks so good.
Yes, all of it. Yes. What's
And
the
of course,
sandwich?
exactly. And of course, there are some things that you can find everywhere, including the Christmas Gertie cookie and the gingerbread bites, which come in your Ollie bag.
I want to. I have a question for you, Sam.
Yes.
Are you like me? Do you still have last year's Gertie cookie still in a bag somewhere?
I do not, because I ate mine, if you recall.
You did.
Yes, and I remember wondering how long you would wait before you ate yours, but it sounds like we're in about a year and you haven't eaten it yet.
Maybe next week I'll pull it. I have, by the way, that's not the only cookie I still have in my house. I still have a few Star Wars Galaxy Star Cruiser cookies sitting behind me.
All right, we're gonna just jump past that. And by the way, Jollywood Nights, awesome. I can't wait to hear how it goes for you. I hope that I get there. It's doubtful, but we'll see what happens.
I hope you get here too, man. We had a blast last year. We both dressed up. I was a little sparkly. We had a great time. We got to see all the shows.
Holy cow!
And then it rained during Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, and we walked out, and it was pouring. But
I
man,
found
we
that
walked
video
out
recently. I found that
we
video.
were smiling and happy, and it was a good time. I hope we get to do it again this year.
That's right. All right, let's change gears a little bit and head over towards the Polynesian, because you headed to Magic Kingdom. And the tower is starting to look like something. It doesn't look like a big a gray bunker that it looked like for the longest time. It's starting to look like something.
It's starting to look like something pretty good. Like you could see them putting in not vegetation. What do you call that? Shrubberies. And moats, and the pool is getting ready. Their awnings are set. They've added a lot of the glass. The features are in. The rooms are actually done. This opens in under 2 months.
That there is a crazy statement, because it still looks like the's lots of work to go.
But
when I was there a couple of months ago, this was a gray box that looked like concrete.
Yeah,
it was just
I really think, but by the time they're done, people are going to actually love the new skyline at Magic Kingdom. I think this is going to fit in. I can't wait to see it. I know you are a DVC holder. Are you trying to book a room there?
I have not yet. I'll wait and see what the points per night ends up being, because the new ones tend to be the most expensive ones, right?
2,000.
No, I won't be booking a night here. That's a week at other locations.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I have no clue what they are. I will find out. I can actually email and find out if they know yet.
Oh,
because,
yeah. And they publish all that stuff, how many points
Yeah.
nets are, things like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's head to Magic Kingdom. Last week, we talked about some changes coming to Pecos Bills, the menu. You got over there to check it out. You got some pictures of the menus. Did you get anything while you were there, sir?
No.
No, because you
yeah.
weren't hungry. Because why?
Because it looks unappetizing.
Create your own. We talked about this last time. Pick.
Use half of what you eat is with your eyes.
This is true. Yes, you are absolutely right. So this is your create your own now over at Pecos Bills. Pick the tamale, the Caesar salad, the rice bowl, or the nacho bowl. Then add a protein on top of it. Mix and match it any way that you want. Okay. My kids are gonna say let's go over to see Sunny Eclipse probably before they would want this, and I'm fine with that.
The only thing I can say is stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse, make your way over to Bluefi's house.
All right. Speaking of making it to Bluefi's house,
yes,
you visited or Universal something or other for a parade. So we got to switch gears here and talk about this.
Let's go to Universal. Universal is starting to do more shows. They brought a lot of stuff back from COVID time.
Sure.
Mega Movie Parade had premiered a few months ago over the summer.
So this is a new parade. This isn't something they had previously.
No,
I'm
and
not
this
familiar
is
with
ending.
their parade. So okay.
Yeah, this is ending on November 12th because what they do, Sam, and what is brilliant is they do a version of the Macy's Day Parade every single day during the holidays.
Right.
Okay?
I do recall that being.
And the Macy's Day Parade is one of the most spectacular things you can watch down during the holidays. Like
they have the balloons, all that good stuff, right?
Everything. They have the parades, they have the balloons, the dancers. So this was a way to get through the summer, and I hope it comes back as soon as the holidays are over because the Mega Movie Parade is spectacular, especially for us who grew up in the 80s and love Back to the Future, love Jaws, love Ghostbusters, and then there's stuff for the kids, like there's the Minions for the kids. Look, there's I am the Keymaster. Are you the gatekeeper? It's Zool. It's Zool.
There's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I like.
He's huge. By the way, what you don't realize is that Brown Derby is 2.5, 3 stories high. The Stay Puft Marshmallow is higher than that building.
I guess so. I didn't realize that. Now that you're saying that, you're talking about the building over here.
It's
Derby.
It's massive.
Yeah.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Part of the track here. E.T.
What? Yeah, E.T.'s part of it, man. On his own float, and I think this is great. Like, there's E.T. Look, they're literally flying off the building.
You send these images over, and then I kind of go through them. So some of them I look at and go, yeah, there's an explanation here. And Greg will give that to me when we're on the show.
Dude, that is the mayor and the sheriff from Jaws.
Very cool.
Get off my beach. 25 people have died on my beach. We're going to close the beach. You can't close the beach. It's Jaws, man.
Big part of this.
Jaws.
Which, by the way,
Jaws
is a shout out to their attractions that aren't there anymore. E.T. and
it
Jaws.
It kind of is. E.T.'s still there. E.T. is still.
Oh, E.T. is still there? I thought E.T. Okay.
Oh, no. E.T. is still there, Sam, and E.T. still hits perfectly because you go through it and you go, oh, yeah, this is weird. It's weird, man. And you know what? My favorite attraction there. That and Cat in the Hat. I don't know why.
Oh, Cat in the Hat.
If you do the voice, you can do your own voices on Cat in the Hat. So my version, the cat, I'm sorry, the fish sounds like Ed Wynn.
You know where I thought you were going with that was my version, and then you were going to play the Bluefy song. That would have been a perfect segue for you to get it in again. So
no.
Now it doesn't.
It's more important to say that it's Ed Wynn than everything else.
Yeah. I mean, you say Ed Wynn, I think the Nubs and Broomsticks immediately.
Yeah. My stars, Sam. He sounds an awful lot like King Candy, though.
Well, no, it's
Ralph.
like King Candy.
It's clearly Sam and
or-
Ralph.
Well, then he sounds like King Candy. Also sounds like the Mad Hatter. So it's kind of right between
Yeah.
those two. You're right in that same range. King Candy and the Mad Hatter, are they the same person? Oh my gosh!
Stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse. Make your way over to Bluefy's house.
Don't encourage him. This is true. I will not. Help Shark. Is that what's the story behind this billboard?
That is the bill. So the billboard you see going into Amity Island when they cross the road, I think it's actually at the beginning of the film when the Sheriff Brody is driving into town. That is the actual sign that you see in the beginning of the movie for Jaws.
I need to.
And so it's on the back of the float.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they're about to celebrate like the July 4th holiday or something like that.
Yeah, there is another pretty big property over there.
Oh, there's a massive property over there.
Jurassic Park. And by the way, when I looked at this guy, I'm thinking, man, is that a Figment inspired puppet where that's not his hand holding it underneath and he's really has his hand inside that thing as a puppet? Maybe not.
I cannot tell you. I
can't
can neither
tell you.
confirm nor deny what that man is doing with his hand and the puppet.
Because clearly it appears that he's holding it.
He is definitely holding it, and it definitely does growl and try and snap at people as he's going down his parade route. So this is actually, what's great is it's not considered Jurassic Park. It's considered Jurassic World.
Which puts you in a different timeline on the canonical thing. I guess.
But at the end, it's Jurassic World or Jurassic Park.
Right, because it is because this image with the flipped over Jeep and I can see the.
By the way, again, my man is 4 stories tall.
Yeah,
that is a massive, massive parade float, and it does move and growl and all that other stuff.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
It really is cool. I think this is a step up for Universal. I think they have these floats. I do believe this parade is going to come back. Universal's, I mean, look, they have Epic Universe coming out, which I have previews. We'll talk about that some other time.
I got some now, man.
We got it. There you go. So Universal is stepping up their game when it comes to more family-friendly offerings like that. So the parade is, and it's wonderful. You're not pushed out of the way sometimes like you can at other parks. I think they're doing a great job, and I love that parade. I had such a great time watching it.
It looks like fun. It's completely different than what we get from Disney. I get that. Now you also headed over to the Epic Universe
preview center. Yeah, it's crazy,
which is on City Walk. So you do not need to have a ticket to a park to go and see this. You can just head to City Walk and see this. Correct?
Right. Yep, absolutely. It is across from the actual Universal store.
Very cool. So within there, it looks like, if I step back a second here, it looks like not far from where the NASCAR Cafe once was. Remember back that far. That was when my kids were younger, we needed to go to City Walk to the NASCAR Cafe, and I needed to go to Margaritaville, which I know is still there, but that was sort of a thing that we would do even if we were staying on Disney property.
Right. So to your right-hand side, if you're looking at that, to your right-hand side is Margaritaville. That back area is where the world's largest hot dogs are. And the Mexican restaurant is back there. And Jamaica Bob's, not Jamaica Bob's, Bob Marley's.
Bob Marley.
Stop
on the Jamaican Bob's. Oh boy, Bob Marley's. Some merchandise, all good, cool, no problem with that. But you did bring back some images of the model, and that's what I wanted to talk to you.
Yes, the images of the model, and look, they have the lands. The model is so. We're all familiar with going into Disney World and going into Walt Disney Presents and seeing the models of EPCOT on People Movie or seeing models of Disneyland and stuff. That's what this is, only just massive. They did a really good job, and it is, again, you get to see the Imagineering behind what's going on. So all of this layout makes it look like the whole park. But what's great about this model is they left in the land that they're not using. So you know that there's expansion.
That's pretty cool.
That is going to happen in the future.
That is pretty cool. I'm not sure what these coasters are that we're
That
looking
is Star Chaser. It's
Okay.
in the Celestial Kingdom, not Celestial Kingdom. The
Celestial Park. That's their hub, right?
yeah, yep,
Um,
yeah.
one
It's
of
a cool
the
thing.
that
That's
we
Super Mario Land.
that is
That
Donkey
is
Kong Country, part of Super Mario Land, right?
yep.
And this
That is
one, the
the
ride
coaster.
system is phenomenal. I've seen some images of this. I have looked into how they did that because this looks like when you're playing Donkey Kong Country, he jumps the track, and they're going to make it appear that you are jumping the track, and it's really
It's
cool how they're going to pull that off.
It's brilliant. I love seeing the patents behind how this ride
That's
operates.
exactly right. I think most interesting, and the reason why I will end up being at Epic Universe during its first year is because of Super Mario World. I have visited it in California. I've been to Universal Hollywood because of this. I got the early access, paid extra to get in so we can ride early, and it is amazing. It's phenomenal. They
Yeah,
have
and what's
one heck
not
of a
only
property with Mario.
right, and they're adding an extra 2 rides to this side of the country for it. So we
Yes,
gonna
there's more space. I mean, that's the
yeah.
problem in Hollywood. They're constricted by the hillside that the thing's built on, and the fact that parts of it.
One day's coming up, we need to talk about how people are going to transport between Universal Studios Island Adventures City Walk over to the new park, Epic Universe, because the road construction and the design of what they have going on is brilliant. It is Imagineering 101, and we got to talk about it.
I do want to talk about that. Was that part of the model, or is this something you saw elsewhere?
No, it's something you can see them doing construction on right now. And what's great is they have this big giant circle. Like, look, you live in Pennsylvania, you know how to go around a circle, like you
Right.
at the traffic stop, right? Well, this one's raised in the air, 3 stories tall. And how it operates is brilliant because one of the roads only has buses coming in and out, and there's no stopping for these buses. And then the cars kind of loop around another side of it. I got to show it to you.
Yeah, I
and
can't wait to see
explain
it. It sounds
better.
like an engineering feat. It sounds like something. We know Disney reverse engineered some things and put the busway
Yep.
in the center of the highway near Disney Springs and
Mhm.
did some walkovers to ease the congestion. But it sounds
So
like
I give
Universal's been
credit
able
to
learn from
Universal.
that.
I give a lot of credit to Universal for updating and doing stuff like that. Look, having these 2 major IPs and major parks next to each other, you just end up with some really cool stuff. And we, as the audience, get to thrive and have a great time and see all this stuff.
Dude, that's exactly right. I'm looking forward to that. That's coming in 2025 sometime.
You know what I'm looking forward to, Sam?
Stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse. Make your way down to Bluebee's house.
You're going to watch again. I can hear that. I can see that. I may watch as well. I mean, it's there now. I still haven't watched Agatha all along. Has another episode dropped?
Tonight, we are silly, Sam, they are silly because they drop at the same time we go live every Wednesday.
That's what.
So we have another 5 weeks of that. So half our audience is like, "Yeah, dude, I got to go watch Agatha, man."
And I don't blame them for that at all.
Yeah, you can listen to me sing "Stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse, make your way over to Bluebee's house."
Dude, you know,
Or
something I want to talk about next week in terms of movies and Disney Plus. The good old Disney movie rewards program is going to be shuttered. Did you see that? I think we should talk about that. I have some points I need to use. I don't know what to do with them, but man, all those DVDs that came with that card, rewards, and it's sort of it's unfortunate.
All those rewards,
right?
and then all the special rewards, like they would used to drop, like, here's an extra 1,000 points if you can guess this word, and you put it in, and you got an extra 1,000. Like, and then being a D23 member, your points were doubled sometimes. Like,
yeah,
it was just like, what do you do with 20, 30, 40, 50,000 points?
Spend them quickly.
I have a favorite thing I ever bought was, or ever ordered off of it, was the Disney DVD of the Yule log.
Oh, sure, yes.
Ago.
Yes.
And so it would be like, all of a sudden you'd see the 7 dwarves marching behind the fire. And then you would see like Tinkerbell would fly out of it. It is my all-time favorite Yule log. And I'm a Yule log guy. I didn't know if you would know this about me.
I did not know that.
Yeah. My favorite DVD I ever got from them was the Yule log.
There was an Arendelle Yule log that they added years later. I don't know if you got that one as well, but I do.
That's on Disney Plus.
Oh, you can just watch that.
Yeah.
Disney Plus ruins some cool things. I don't know. What are you going to do?
Watch Disney Plus. You know what I'm going to do?
Stomp like an elephant, scurry like a mouse. Make your way down to Bluey's house.
So all of that said, Greg, it's the end of September. That's our last show for September. We've been doing this for a year now, dude, on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock.
It has been a year, my friend, and it has been a great year. And we've seen numbers grow. We have a small community starting. People go to Sam's Disney Diary on YouTube. They go to your website. They go to your Facebook. They do Sam's Disney Daily on Instagram. People have been checking out fantasylandnews.com, Fantasyland News blog on Instagram, on YouTube. The YouTube for me is growing exponentially. I'm really happy with that.
You're doing some great work over there. That's why you're in there every day.
That.
I love that.
Yeah, and then we have some great stuff coming up about Star Wars, and that's being closed. But yeah, man, it has been an amazing year, Sam. You and I have become really good friends, and it is fun hanging out with you at the parks. Always. And then every Wednesday, 9 p.m., you and I get to hang out.
Right here, and including next week, which is October the 2nd. October.
We're in October. On that note, Sam, end the line.
Congaloosh. See you next week. Same place, same channel, October the 2nd.